Good morning, everyone. So today I just wanted to bring you with me and go pick some veggies in the garden. I am long overdue to do this. I'm about 2 weeks behind, which in zucchini and crookneck squash season, that's a big problem. We might be finding some really monster-sized vegetables out there, but hopefully we also find some that are usable and I can cook with tonight. My father-in-law is visiting, so I would like to prepare a meal that has the veggies from the garden as part of it. So come on with me, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. I just wanted to pop on here really quick and let you know that the noise you're hearing on the video is from the blueberry fields behind us. It's harvesting season, and so they have this really large contraption that they blare music from to entertain the workers. I don't blame them. I would need music too. So when you're seeing that and hearing that, that's where that's from. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's as I feared. I can tell that I haven't picked in several weeks, I guess 2 weeks, but that doesn't even fit in my picking basket, so I'll just put it off to the side. And it looks like I have a lot that will be like this today, which is unfortunate because these are not very usable zucchini. You can use them for stuffed zucchini, and that's about it. So unless you really like stuffed zucchini, zucchini of this size it's not very useful. I could win some state fairs with these zucchini, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Ugh. And the worst part is that my plant is putting all its energy into these giant zucchini rather than developing more little zucchini that I can use. So it's a multi-pronged problem over here. Ugh. Okay. I think these might just be good for livestock at this point. Unfortunately, I am only finding giant zucchini, so I will need to think of what to do with these because I hate food that goes to waste, but again, these just aren't practical to use in most recipes and most meals. Alright, so I think I've picked all the giant zucchini out of this plant, and I'm going to move on to the crookneck. So fortunately with the crookneck squash, I am getting a few more usable sizes, but I'm also getting some larger guys as well, but they're not unreasonable, so I will be able to use these more than I can use the zucchini. So that's making me pretty happy. Let's move on to the cucumber. So I just realized that the microphone wasn't plugged in. I don't know for how long, so hopefully some of it came through in the last section. If not, I might just do like a music overlay and a voiceover. We'll see. Here is where we have our cucumbers. They've come in really well. Unfortunately, again, I haven't picked in 2 weeks, so it's a little overdue. I have two varieties. I have a lemon cucumber, and it looks like this, and it's really tasty. My mother-in-law picks them when they're fairly young, and they're really just mild. You can pop the whole thing in your mouth, fresh out of the garden. By the time they get this stage, I think the rind is a little bit more bitter, the skin is more bitter, so I tend to peel it. But when you catch them young, they're really mild, and you can just eat them right out of the garden. So something like something like this is something you could just pop right in your mouth, right from the garden. So let's get picking. The other type of cucumber we have growing here is just your standard cucumber. I believe it's called a burpless cucumber. And again, these have been growing for far too long, unchecked and unpicked. So we're gonna find some monster cucumbers, I have a feeling. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We only found 3, so that's better than finding monster ones. The only monster one I really found was this one, and it's been eaten by mice, so I'll take that. Oh my gosh, today's haul. I don't think that we are going to be wanting for any crookneck or cucumbers. And I just lost one. Okay, so now that we have finished with the cucumbers, the crookneck, and the zucchini, I'm just gonna go do the small amount of, I think they're called yellow pear tomatoes. They're little pear-shaped tomatoes that we have growing in the garden. As you can see, this tomato bush, like most of my garden, has been severely neglected. I did not get a chance to trim it up this year. Maybe I should do that while I'm here. But there are a few ripe tomatoes and I want to make sure to pick those, and then maybe I'll do a little bit of trimming as well. Okay, that's not great, but it's better. It's letting a little bit more light into the area, and it got rid of a lot of the leaves that were going to take up a lot of the resources for the plant, and now I can put those resources into ripening these tomatoes. I also have a volunteer tomato plant. It pops up every year. I have no idea how it keeps surviving, but I have a volunteer tomato plant that is very unruly, but it is ripening tomatoes, so we're gonna go pick those next. Okay, so this tomato plant, or a variation of it, has come back every single year. I planted tomatoes here maybe the first year I had a garden. I made the mistake of letting the sheep clean it up in the fall because they love tomatoes and tomato plants, and I saw no harm. And so I let them out into the yard and they munched on it. What I didn't foresee is that they would spill seeds everywhere, and every year I get a volunteer tomato plant of this variety that just grows unruly, and I let it because it does give me some tomatoes, but unforeseen consequences years ago that have now come to fruition. So this is my long overdue garden haul. Clearly the zucchini did just fine for themselves. Anyone who's ever grown zucchini knows that if you blink during zucchini season, you will likely get an oversized zucchini, or at the very least something that's a bit monstrous to deal with. So now I need to decide how I'm going to use all of these, or maybe give them away. I know they can be used as livestock treats. Our boys don't really like zucchini. They're more of a sweet tooth group, so and neither does Pretty Lady. When I say our boys, I mean all 3. So I need to find out what I can do with these, because I feel bad just wasting it. So if I can use them in some way, I will. I'm going to go through and sort through all the lemon cucumbers. Some of them, like this one, is just too ripe. It's not good anymore. But other ones like this one, this is totally usable. So I'm gonna just go through, sort it, and then process them. I'll either peel them and pickle them, or I will, or not pickle them, but put them in a vinaigrette dressing, or I will pickle them unpeeled. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that it motivated you to maybe go out and check on your own zucchini plants, learn from my mistakes, let my mistake be a lesson. Don't do what I did. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.